Hey, what's up, guys? This is Negative, and this video is about how to float cancel side Bs with Marth. And a lot of you are probably thinking, what are you talking about? Marth doesn't have float cancels. Peach has float cancels. And yes, Peach can cancel the landing lag of her aerials by using float. But Marth can cancel the floatiness of his side B by landing with aerials. So it's kind of like the reverse. Let me just show you what I mean. So I got Marth here, right? I'm going to jump, do side B. He's going to float and fall. But like I said, I can cancel the floatiness of side B by landing with an aerial. So now, if I do it, you see, he just keeps falling. And the reason for this is that there's a flag in the game that as soon as you do side B, they change that flag to say, oh, Marth's already used it. That way you can't just do side B, side B, side B, side B, side B. Kind of like Puff can use her pound, you know, and just do side B over and over again off stage and pound stall. They didn't want Marth to have that, so they set the flag saying, hey, he's used it already, and it resets when you touch the ground normally. But if you do an aerial move and land, it doesn't get reset. So most Marths are very aware of this because if they're off stage and they try to be like, oh, I'm going to do my side B, I'm going to get a little extra distance before I do my up B, or hey, I'm going to do my side B to delay my up B because somebody's on the edge and they were expecting me to do the instant one, so now they rolled, and hopefully that delay will delay my up B just enough to where maybe I can grab the ledge. You know, those are options that you have because the floatiness of your side B. And so if you float cancel your side B and you don't have a float anymore and you're not aware of it and you're off stage and you use it, you're just going to die. So that's why Marth players, for the longest time, you know, it's been known, but they're pretty much just like, okay, never do this. Never do side B and then land with an aerial because, one, if you get in the habit of it, you know, and you're not aware that you did it, then you're screwed. But two, and you lose those options, right, if you get knocked immediately off stage. The other part of it is there's no reason to do it. There's no benefit to it, only drawbacks. So they just say, don't do that. But that's what this video is about. I'm here to talk about a few matchups in specifically Peach and Puff. So Peach and Puff both have amazing recoveries, right? They're hard to kill and they're floaty. So these characters, typically, you end up a lot of time resorting to your side B up tilt, right? And that's a great kill move because the up tilt kills off the top. And they're very floaty characters that die off the top more easily. And typically, both of them, very hard to kill off the bottom, very hard to kill off the side. So, when we're talking about Jigglypuff especially, this technique is useful. So, the up tilt, let's talk about the up tilt first. When the up tilt is over Marth's head like this, there's pretty much no hitboxes in front of Marth anymore. He's completely vulnerable, so if Jigglypuff's drifting around doing back airs and shit, and Marth's like this right now, Jigglypuff can just drift right in and rest him or go for back air, do whatever. It's going to be a bad time for Marth because look how long this move takes. Now that there's no protection in front, let's see how long it takes before he pops shield. So I'm just hold shield down. We're going to advance some frames. And you can see it takes a long time before he's fully recovered from that. And Jigglypuff's aerial mobility is so fucking good that it's going to be a bad day for you. So most Marths are not really committing constantly to throwing out raw up tilt in the neutral as often because most Puff, well, at least Hungrybox, is a very disciplined player. So he's willing to play the footsies by hovering in that range where he's able to whiff punish you for doing something stupid. And that's one of the things that pretty easy for him to just drift on in and see what he gets, right? Or just hit the yellow stick towards you and just put that disjointed hitbox right in your face. So most Marths they're looking for the side B, right? Because they know that side B itself, relatively low committal, right? It's not the best move. Like, it's good because it has low knockback. But because of that, like, even though it's got pretty long range, right? Like, you can hit from it all the way over here. This is not really its effective range because No one's using it at this range because it's not actually going to combo into your up tilt, right? So like you can hit with it from here, but that's pointless because there's no follow up, right? So like, and because the move isn't like the most active move, the hitboxes don't stay out for a long time. It means that also, you know, they're able to come in and hit you with the back air afterwards. So if you're just throwing it out in neutral at stupid distances, you stand to gain nothing, but you risk getting punished possibly. So typically Marths, they dash dance around, they come on in, right? And at about this range, they're going for side B, and they get their tipper up tilt, hopefully afterwards. But that's the plan. How do float cancels factor into this? Well, first let's just get a save state, just a normal save state. We're going to jump out of shield. So let's say, because this is what we want to do. We want to be able to dash around and dash in shield and have a good option out of it. So if I was to do regular side B out of shield, let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th frame, we're going to do side B. And you're going to see that this is kind of slow. So you end up jumping, you do your side B, you float for a while, right? At a lower height than that, about this height. And then after you've completed it, you're still falling for a while. You hit the ground, you get 4 frames of landing lag, and now you're able to try to do your up tilt, right? So it's kind of not great, slow. And then also, if you were DIing towards Jigglypuff, you can see you can drift a really long ways, but it's not really that useful, especially because it's not even reliable to get a hitbox behind you with the up tilt. So not really a great option either. But if we set up some float canceled aerials, right? Some float canceled side Bs. I'm going to set a save state here. So this time, you know, let's just dash on in. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th frame, I'm going to do side B. This time you'll see Marth never even left the ground, and he scooted towards the puff. So this was effectively a jump canceled side B out of shield. Grounded jump canceled side B out of shield. It's a float cancel side B. So that's pretty sick. And because he scoots a little towards puff while he does it, that means you're just a little bit more likely to be in range, but still not that likely, right? Like if they get the DI, they're going to be out of range. So the thing about both of those moves, typically, especially regular side B, is you'll notice unless you dash into it, you're not actually getting extra distance when you hit the side B. And as soon as you start the side B, there's no slide, right? Like Marth just stops. He stops in his tracks and does the side B. So if they hit that DI, you're fixed in place. They're moving away from you. Let's try this again. This time, right, we're going to do the side B a little bit later. So this time we're going to jump into the air first. And we can wait 1, 2 frames. It doesn't matter. 3 frames. It's relatively lenient. But we're just going to do it like this. You'll see that now it's not just a float cancel. The float cancel, it actually, kind of like when people double jump cancel with Yoshi or something, it pulls you back down to the ground. The side B is actually pulling Marth back down to the ground quickly. And you'll notice, this is the other important thing, when Marth lands on the ground, that's a no impact land. There are no clouds at Marth's feet. That's just the dust from the side B itself. That's a no impact land. That's 0 frames of landing lag. So now you're just waiting for whatever frame that you're able to press, you know, up tilt on without getting this, the second hit of side B, which means that it's literally just as fast as, you know, a normal side B, but because you're in the air while you do it, right? Now you're also, watch this, you're moving towards the puff. You see that? So like you're that much more likely to actually hit the up tilt, like even if Puff gets the DI. So if Puff DIs away from you, that's cool because I'm also moving with you as I side B, and I'm still going to be able to hit the up tilt on the same frame that I normally would if I was grounded. So really good stuff. And let's just cover some of the other little nuances of the technique. So some of the other things to be aware of with this technique, like I said, if you land, normally, like if you land without doing an aerial move, then you've lost the float cancel, right? Because this is how the move normally works. So as long as you land with an aerial move, then you're going to get the float cancel. So it doesn't matter if you double jump, float cancel, right? It doesn't matter how much time you put in before the aerial. As long as you're just landing with an aerial move, then you're good to go. And so that's it. Basically, you're going to use it in the neutral. You're going to be dash dancing around, right? Shield, and then either wave dash backwards out of shield, or you're dash dancing in the nooch. You run up shield, jigs either back airs your shield, and once the hitboxes connect, now you jump out of shield side B into an up tilt, or jigs tries to back air, misses your shield, whiffs, and now you jump out of shield side B up tilt the whiff punish. So that is the idea, and hopefully you guys can apply it to some cool matchups. I think Peach and Puff are really the key ones. I don't know how effective it'll be against Peach necessarily. Just know that against Puff it should be useful, and that if you do it, so jump cancel grabs, right? Here's a jump cancel grab. You'll see that I still have my float canceled side B with my jump cancel grab. I can hit jump, and as long as I grab before I've left the ground, which it's a jump cancel grab, right? You have to. So any jump cancel grab, you're still going to retain your float canceled side B. But if you were to do a wave dash, right? Even if it's frame 1, so let's just do a wave dash out of shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th frame, I'm wave dashing. You'll notice now, lost the float cancel. So because when I wave dash, I'm landing on the ground without having an aerial out, it's able to reset the float cancel flag. So basically what's going to happen is if you dash up shield and you wave dash back, right, then you're going to have to just run away real quick and set it up like that. And then now, it's back. And you can dash around, you can shield, you can jump out of shield with aerials. You've still got it. You still have the float cancel set up. So that's it. And hopefully you guys dug the video. Hopefully you can use it in some matchups. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.